All right, welcome everybody. My name is Savion. I'm an AI consultant with Managed Marketing Partners here. And today we're going to come up with something really quick and easy. It's going to be, I'm just thinking of something fun like a do not press button that does something. I'm not really quite sure the full idea, but I wanted to do something quick tonight because I do leave tomorrow on a trip and I have to do another live tomorrow. So we'll be able to get this done pretty quickly here. So let's go ahead and switch over here. I just want to make a quick small announcement. I've actually been featured on Highlevel's community where some of my videos that I've made for their team are now available on the Highlevel University. I'm an official Highlevel certified admin, and you'll be able to find some of my content now on the AI Studio Success Pack. If you want to start with AI Studio and create some really fun apps for your business, you get a 30-day free trial in my description. There's a link right there. You can sign up, and if you're watching this before August 31st, 2026, you'll actually get free AI for 30 days. So click the link in the description and enjoy your free AI. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the mix here. Okay, and we're gonna go into AI Studio here, and we're gonna follow my framework. My typical framework is called Cupid. C stands for consulting, P for planning, I for implementation, and D for deployment. Together, you'll fall in love with everything that you build using this framework, and that's why I call it Cupid. So let's go ahead and just jump right into AI Studio. All right, so right now we're going to go ahead and just start our conversation with our virtual assistant here. Let me open up actually a tool called Whisper, which is a really cool dictation tool. And give me 1 second here. So what we're going to do is actually start here. So we're going to say, where's my... Today, I wanted to build just a fun, maybe trolling app, like a do not press button or something fun like that. That does something, maybe like you push it and you get a firework or something like that. Something silly and fun today. I needed to keep it light and easy, a really fast build tonight. I'd love to know your thoughts on this, but don't do anything yet for the build. We're just still talking here. I'd love to know your thoughts on the project and maybe some other ideas that could make this app even more fun. Right? So you start with that, and the big key here is don't do anything yet. We're just talking here, and it's going to follow your instructions. And basically, your natural instinct is, oh, it's going to go just straight to the build. No. With this routing, we'll actually be able to create a identity for the app. We'll be able to ID it a lot more with what we're building. And it won't build anything because we said don't build anything yet, right? So I love this idea. A do not push button is a classic web trope and perfect for a quick, fun build. Here are a few ideas to make it even more interesting. The evading button, the button actively runs away from the user's cursor. If they manage to click it, it explodes into fireworks. The escalator, the button's text and style change every click, getting increasingly annoyed. Don't stop, I mean it. Accumulate, okay, infinite clones. Clicking the button makes it multiply. Soon the whole screen is filled with tiny buttons bouncing around. The anticlimax, a massive, dangerous looking glowing red button that, when pressed, just plays a tiny squishing toy sound and drops a single button. Balloon. Let's do the... I like 1 through 3. No, let's do, I like 1 through 2. Let's go into planning mode where I want you to create a project brief as if you are handing it off to an engineer to build this app for you. Please be super thorough on what we are building. Include dependencies, the scaffold, and a description of everything that is going to be built and phased build out with thorough expectations of the build during that phase, and during that phase, at the end of the phases, the app will be built. Please don't do anything yet, but create that project_brief.md file so we can get a plan going. Please send it. Alright. Now, as you see on the right side, it hasn't built anything yet. That's because we're in our planning phase. Alright. So it's building that brief for us. We'll be able to actually look in the code, and we'll be able to see that this is being built out right now with the project_brief file, and you'll be able to find that in just a moment here. So it's still taking a moment here. Now, if you really want to see what's going on behind the scenes here, we can actually click on the little chevron there, and we can see the project markdown file that it's creating right now. So as you can see, we have the overview, we have the tech stack and dependencies, project scaffold and architecture, implementation plan that's fully phased out. Right, and this is a silly app, but even with the most serious, most heavy-weighted app, the load-bearing apps, you need to definitely do this as well, because it'll create the most predictable and most consistent development for you. So now all this looks good. Phase 1 is foundation and static UI, escalating logic, evasion mechanic, the climax and meltdown. Cool. And let's see here. Please make sure to talk about sound effects in the plan so we know what will be linked up. Also include the sources of the sound effects so that it's already connected. Please write this into the plan. Okay. So now I'm asking it to create the actual files for the sound effects so we know exactly what's going to happen. And yeah, we will be looking really good here. So it's updating the project brief right now. It's including the sources. So actually it's going to be in our folder structure here. So if we look over here for project brief, there it is. We have all of it here now. And then we're adding in the audio right now. So it's probably finding the audio files. And it's going to be added here. I'm still trying to figure out this, what do you call it? I'm trying to figure out this OBS software that I'm recording this on now. So bear with my camera going on and off here. Okay, great. So now we've updated it. We have all of our sound effects right here. And we can actually go and visit the websites just to make sure that they're actual effects. So this is not found. Let's see. That's not found. No. So this is why we check it and we make sure that the dependencies are laid out like this, so that way we know what's up. So none of these audio effects are going to work, right? So we want to use a source like Pixabay. Pixabay has hundreds of sound effects, all royalty free. And Chrome just quit. Okay. Is it going to open? Okay. Okay, so it looks like all these sound effects you anticipated using are all 404 and non-existing. Please use Pixabay instead. Find the sound effects you need from here. So it's still working right now, so give it a moment. And now it's going to update all the audio files that it anticipated with the proper Pixabay versions. And get rid of this SoundJ, none of that works. Okay, so now it actually found the files that we need, and now we can check these out, and these should be accurate. What the heck? Oh, these are like downloading audio. So let's just download a piece of audio here. How about this one? Warning alarm. I guess that downloads it. So I guess it's working, right? So let's see. Let's make sure it works in the action mix. Everything's planned. All right, perfect. So now we're moving from the planning phase, guys, to implementation, right? So let's see, I in Cupid. We're gonna say, okay, great. Let's go ahead and move into implementation. I would like you to pause after each phase and tell me what was built, along with a way I can smoke test. So this is great. So that way we know at each phase what to look for and expect, so that way we know everything's working phase by phase. Alright, so this part, the implementation part, usually does take the longest amount of time, and that's what we expect, okay? So we're just waiting for this part to finish. Phase 1, you see it's building and creating things, and if we go to our web interface, we can actually see it here. And I think it'd be cute to turn that into a round button. Okay. Okay, phase 1 is complete. I've installed the necessary dependencies, frame running confetti, set up the center layout, and create the initial static do not push button. Look at the preview to see the big red button in the center of the screen. Open your browser's developer tools console, click the button, you should see the message button clicked. You were warned. Logged into the console. So to do that, we need to go here. And as always in every video, Google Chrome has quit. Let's try it again. Alright, perfect. We're going to open this up. And we're going to open up console. If we click it, button clicked, you are warned. Yep, that was logged. Perfect. So at this point, the styling, we can go ahead and fix this. This all worked great. The only thing I want to change is the button's style. Can we make it a big circular button on a, can you make a big circular button with a 3D feel? Just add a little pizzazz to it. Beautiful. And look at that. There we go. Do not press. It looks even more tempting now. All right. So it's still working right there, guys. Great, and now we have our button. Perfect. Looks great. Let's move on to phase 2, please. Cool. So now we're moving on to phase 2. And if you remember what that is, if you go to project _ brief, we know how it's building and what it's building, the escalation logic. Implement the changing states of the button based on the click count. Define the button states. Do not press. I said don't. Seriously stop. Update the button's appearance, tailwind class, text dynamically based on the current level. Add minor CSS shake animations using frame of motion, and map the standard click and arrow sound effects to trigger on click based on the level. Expected clicking the button changes its text, making it look angrier and plays increasingly annoyed sounds. Oh, look, it even added like a little extra CSS there. That's nice. We're still working. It's still going right now. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So let's check it out. So the button now tracks your clicks and uses the state machine to become increasingly annoyed. It changes color, text starts shaking, and plays the linked Pixabay sound effects, with the sound getting more aggressive as you keep clicking. Smoke test. Click the button a few times, watch the text change from do not press to I said don't. Notice the button changing colors and starting to physically shake. Listen to the audio. It should start with a standard click and eventually switch to an angry error buzzer. Alright. Oh my god. It looks really angry right now. Perfect. That all works great. Let's move on to phase 3, please. Now we're moving into phase 3, and if we look at phase 3, this is the evasion mechanic. Make the button run away from the cursor at higher levels. Implement on mouse point tracker logic on the button. Calculate the random XY offsets within the viewport bounds when the cursor gets too close. Use frame of motion's animate properties to smoothly transition the button twist new coordinates, tie the evasion speed and distance to the escalation level, and let's see. It says that it's not going to avoid my mouse. It's not avoiding my mouse. Hello. Hello. So this button's supposed to be running away from my mouse here. So let's see. Let's see if we can make that happen. Do not press. Nope, not doing it. Let's see. For some reason it's having issues with the mouse. Nope. Still not evading. Ah, okay. Oh, it starts that's so funny. It starts avoiding it when you, Can I get it? Oh, come on. I did it. Yes. I hit it again. Okay, that's fun. So it's calm. It's like, do not press. I said, don't. Seriously, stop. Last warning. And then it starts hiding itself. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, that works now. Boom, boom. Meltdown. Let's go. Yes. Love how it's just like avoiding the heck out of this mouse right here now. Look at that. It's like a little login form. You like click it, boom. It's like, nope, nope. That's hilarious. And phase 4, as we look here, the climax and meltdown. Build the final payoff for the user's persistence. Build the meltdown sequence. When the click count reaches the final threshold, hide the button and mount the meltdown component. Trigger flashing red background animation, fake error dialogues, and a massive burst of confetti. Play the meltdown alarm, looped, and confetti pop sound effects. Add a subtle reset system link to start over. Oh, that's so funny and it's chaotic. I love it. So, phase 4, keep clicking the button and chasing it until you pass the meltdown imminent. The screen should instantly turn into a flashing red emergency state with fake error pop-ups. You should hear a blaring alarm sound, confetti pop, and see a massive confetti explosion. Click the reboot system button in the center to reset everything back to the beginning. This may take a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, that works. Alright, finish phase for meltdown, alarms, and error pop. So great. We finished our implementation phase, guys. Now we have a full do not press app. So the last step in the Qubit framework is deployment. So we're going to go ahead and press publish. Publish. Now this URL right here is actually, it can be public facing. So you don't need to buy a domain if you don't want to. But for just like brand purposes, you can. But immediately this website is going to work. So you can send it with friends, send it to friends or whatever. Chrome quit again, but that's totally fine because I have it saved. And we can literally just go to the website right here. And boom, it's live. Perfect. All right, guys. So that was the Qubit method in building a small, really quick app. And so we went through consulting, we went through planning, implementation, and deployment. All in one go. There's no rushing through it. You don't need to. Talk with your virtual assistant and talk to your AI like a virtual assistant as a member of your team, and you can achieve so much. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's quick tutorial, and I will see you tomorrow for day 60 of the 100-day AI Build Challenge. See you later.